25 members of parliament test positive for COVID-19 in mandatory tests carried out ahead of monsoon session of parliament that began today. India's confirmed COVID-19 cases crossed 48 lakh with 92,068 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recoveries crossed 37 lakhs. Manipur reports 96 fresh COVID-19 confirmed cases. Recoveries surpassed new cases. Chief Minister N. Biren launches Seva Saptah campaign to mark Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 70th birthday. And Chairman of Babina Group of Companies, Dr. Thangjam Dabli, inaugurates Manipur's first private cancer hospital, Babina Specialty Hospital at Sajiwa. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm USHAM with the top stories and latest news at this hour. 25 members of parliament tested positive for COVID-19 in the mandatory test carried out ahead of the monsoon session of the parliament that began today. According to a source, 17 are MP of Lok Sabha and 9 are from Rajya Sabha. Among the infected MPs from Lok Sabha, 12 MPs are from BJP, 2 from YRS Congress and 1 each from Shiv Sena, DMK and RLP. In view of the prevailing COVID-19 situation, monsoon session of the parliament will be held in 2 shifts. For Rajya Sabha, the shift will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m, while for Lok Sabha, the shift will be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. The monsoon session of parliament will continue for the next 18 days. 47 items have been identified for being taken up during the monsoon session 2020, which includes 45 bills and 2 financial items. The session started with unprecedented precautions against the coronavirus, including staggered sittings of both houses and social distancing between MPs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his traditional comments before the Parliament session, delivered a strong message on the China border standoff. A resolution for no question hour was passed this morning. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh suggested 0 hour can be used to question the government. India's COVID-19 caseload crossed 48 lakh and the death toll climbed to 79,722 with a record 92,068 infections reported in the last 24 hours, while over 37 lakh 80,000 people have been discharged and recovery rate of coronavirus patients in the country stands at 78%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, active COVID-19 cases in the country have crossed 9,86,000. Maharashtra has the highest number of active cases of above 2,90,000. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research said that more than 9,78,000 tests have been conducted in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 2 crore 91 lakh people and above 9,28,000 people have died. And recoveries are above 2 crore 10 lakh. USA is on top with more than 25 lakh 34,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. Among the northeast states, novel coronavirus has affected Assam the most. The state's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 1,41,000, out of which 30,409 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh's confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 6,000, out of which 1,732 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 5,000, out of which 1,172 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 18,000, out of which 7,171 are active cases. There are 598 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 567 in Sikkim, and 1,623 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya. More than 30 staff of Meghalaya Raj Bhavan have tested positive for coronavirus. Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik and his ADC are negative. The governor has placed himself in self-isolation. Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 7,971, of which 1,585 are active cases, and recoveries are 6,340. Their toll has reached 46. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, in the past 24 hours, 96 people have tested positive for COVID-19, out of which 78 persons are from the general population and 18 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Infected persons from the general population are 16 from Imphal West District, 17 from Imphal East District, 20 from Thoubal District, 10 from Churachandpur District, 1 each from Kangpokpi, Zirbam and Bishnupur districts, 3 from None, 5 from Chandil, 2 each from Ukhrul and Tamenglong districts. Out of the general population, 12 persons, 3 from None, 2 from Tamenglong, 4 from Churachandpur, 1 from Ukhrul and 2 from Imphal West District are returnees from other states, while the remaining 66 are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. While in the past 24 hours, 149 people were discharged after recovery. With this, Manipur's recovery rate stands at 79.53%. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren today launched a Seva Saptah to mark the 70th birth anniversary of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. BJP Manipur Pradesh organized the event at the party office in Kanchipur. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren said BJP's ideologies give emphasis on helping the human race. He said that the BJP government stands intact because of the public support despite various challenges from various quarters. The Chief Minister described Prime Minister Narendra Modi as God-like figure. Biren appeals to the people of Manipur and political leaders to possess the qualities and sacrifices of the BJP national leaders. He claimed that the country is moving ahead as one nation because of their supports. Speaking on the occasion, BJP Northeast Zonal Secretary Ajay Jamwal said that Seva Saptah is a new concept, but it focuses on the welfare of the people.
Thaba horpam matam mayam na yam wakhalon manaba BJP ko khoi na karigi yam chujari bano akhoi government sina sai ahum makhai sida paikat ki scheme jing yam bi hankat yam bi BJP ki ideology ngata chief minister ki haksel ki tengbang hogokpa lecturer ra basing honorable MLA singda karor amamam piram badagi karor ani ni hangala kanda at least nangi kendra da yum leitaba sing sahi amam da yum kun sagadabni kutra sagadabni na tawrkiba Sothar singi tengbang na hudokriba scheme punamak BJP ki pura Prime Minister Narendra Modi ki aduga Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji ki mana ngangi ba mana hai ki pot mayam da one by one si government si corner ka lakne aduna ne ngasi praja ki government oidibo.
BJP Kishan Morcha Manipur Pradesh also launched a Seva Saptah campaign today. Saplings were planted at Kanarok Playground in Kairao constituency on the occasion. Morcha President K. Ningthemjao led the tree plantation drive. Seva Saptah was also launched in Zirbam district today on the occasion of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday, which falls on September 17. Zirbam BJP members under the initiative of BJP Imphal West District organized the event at BJP office in Dibong Ziribam Adyaksha K.H. Janaki, Ziribam Municipal Council Chairperson S. Shanti, and BJP Imphal West Vice President O. Dilip Kumar attended the event. BJP Tamenglong District Committee also launched the district-level Seva Saptah at the indoor stadium of Tamenglong District Headquarters today. Former President of BJP Manipur Pradesh and ex-MLA Mainam Bhorot, District in charge of Seva Saptah T.H. Yumjao, BJP ex-MLA Janghem Lung Panmei, retired MFS Huri Golmei, active members of BJP Manipur Pradesh, and many BJP workers of Tamenglong and Nonne districts took part in the event. Chairman of Babina Group of Companies, Dr. Thangjam Dabli, inaugurated Manipur's first private cancer hospital, Babina Specialty Hospital at Sajiwa today. The cancer hospital, which was established in collaboration with American Oncology Institute, will not only provide facilities for the treatment of cancer, but various other diseases as well. Speaking to Impact News, Dr. Dabli said the hospital is equipped with state-of-the-art medical equipments. The hospital will provide treatment facilities like medical oncology, radiation oncology, surgical oncology, nuclear medicine, hemato-oncology, ENT, head and neck surgery, urology, etc. He added that PET CT scan to detect cancer cells will be made available, for which approval from Atomic Energy Regulatory Board AERB is being awaited.
Maruina khoi gi anabasing sina cancer gi anabasing sina Manipur da facilities leitrakan warisi mapanda laing chatpasidani generally cancer treatment hasi matam yam changi duga amuk kumba ni kumba chalurga phabung amdabani na hanjana nan chatpasid mathok tai si yenguraga khoina mafam sida facilities pi targa di khara makhai di khoi gi anabasing da kana phangadra na haibagi pandam da khoi se hujagi bani asagi American Oncology Institute si India da hoji hospital taraga humdoi lere khoi sina taram resu bani ayamba Manipur da loina ba yam phangabani na wana mapan atopam famsing da lap chatna adigi matam changna adigi manpower khagi hen changna da chatna to wi mota mafam jida leiba facilities si lobiu akhona su yari ba makhai affordable loina ba yam hena tang bo idana ba khoi yam kana hona jari.
BJP candidate Oinam Lukhoi commenced his election campaign from his residence at Yumnam Huidrom today. He will contest in the upcoming by-election from Wangoi Assembly constituency. Speaking to media, O Lukhoi assured of completing all the pending works which he could not complete during his tenure as Congress MLA once he wins the election as BJP candidate. O Lukhoi assured that he will strive for the development of Wangoi constituency under the BJP-led state government.
BJP की टिकेट लेपचरगा केंद्र की प्रजा मियामना सोजोक पिबिदुना अमुक हन्ना केंद्र सिगी मिहुत ओइबिरबदी ममांगदा पांथोके खनबा मयाम अमा लेहोबा मयाम सिंगदो केलबा चही अमगा था मरिगा मंगा हाइदि 2022 ददी पुनमकी केंद्र हुमकी इलेक्शन से अमुक लाकदोरिबनिना मदु भावददी असेंग तसेंग BJP की कैंडिडेट ओइरबा मतुंग द माइ पाबा मतुंग द BJP की MLA ओइरा मतुंग द सरकार सिदा यावरबा मतुंग द हेन अफबा एना डेवलपमेंट वर्क सिंग द सरुक चाउना यामना करी हाइबा तारे तौगे खनबा थबक थोमसिंग अदु हेन मपुंग फाना पांथोकपा ngमननबगी दमकता आइना MLA ओइरमबदगी रिजाइन तौबगे डिसीजन लौरगा तसेंगबा BJP की कैंडिडेट BJP की MLA BJP की पालिबा सरकार सिगी फैमिली अमा ओइबा ngमननबगी दमकता आइना लौगिबा डिसीजन नि
61 BJP active members, including one councillor, each from Moirang Municipal Council and Kwakta Municipal Council, joined the Congress party today. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee also declared that Congress will defeat BJP in the upcoming election. The new entrants were accorded a warm welcome at Imphal's Congress Bhavan. Speaking on the occasion, MPCC President Morangtem Okendro said local urban bodies had earlier joined the BJP so that allotted funds would be released on time. But they have now realized the misdeeds of the government, hence they have come back to the Congress party. M. Okendro asked the BJP government where all the funds sanctioned by the Congress government for local urban bodies have vanished.
10% lump sum scheme of Northeast State have a Makadadi, a side Porta, the Park Road, Pulmariga, Tambiramba, Kumbi, the Park Road, Taramanga, Wanjing Lating, Municipal Council, Road Tarato. Masiki Sarkar, the Chahi is the Kato Big. Utopio, I quite a sea panto, Mako Bonamata, Bungo, Jaga, Apam, Kira, Pulaga to be Pulaga to Womatam to the those days has gone. A Pula Agadi.
Meanwhile, Northeast India Development Party (NEIDP) has stressed the need to convene an all-political party meeting to discuss the prevailing COVID-19 situation of the state ahead of the upcoming by-election for filling up the vacant seats of Manipur Legislative Assembly. NEIDP has also emphasized the need for the Election Commission of India to monitor electoral campaigns and thoroughly check COVID-19 related protocols for voters. As per a release from NEIDP office in Sagolban, the party has termed it inappropriate for some political parties to launch election campaigns amid the coronavirus pandemic before the issuance of any proper guidelines for election conduction.
All India Radio Bulletin Manipur Simbatunga, Venema coverage the week. Adegi, Egoida, Ayambazagada, City, Emerson, the outskirts, Mayamsida, IST in a cohort the week, Aduga impact the Superhortore, Sigumba, Forum Sida, Masai, Lepka the Rigobi Mayam Sing, program Semaga, Nana Laga. Madu Taraga, Uzamiana, Madukana, Fagani, Hebedo, Kalenda.
Ex-MLA of Nauria Pakanglakpa constituency, R.K. Anand, has appealed to Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren and Health Minister L. Jentakumar to complete the construction of Urban Primary Health Center at Kwakaitia Laishram Lekai without further delay. Speaking to media today, he stressed on the plights facing the people of the constituency in the wake of absence of a local MLA. He said the health center could have been utilized as a COVID care center.
District authority the surveillance team observation to observe to surveillance team the higher right the channel relay in a immediately respond to the kidan of the war we have it. Nasigi shortcomings in no reto changi doctor saying staff nurses may provide the equipment man to the pirga see functional target COVID key we walk from Masi pandemic or walk Masimiano was sitting since the Matin Pampa the care of the healthcare people we're going to have walking.
Communist Party of India, Manipur State Council has declared not to take part in the upcoming by-election. The party has protested against the government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for going against the wishes of the public. Taking part in the protest, State Secretary of CPI, Manipur State Council, L. Sotin Kumar said that 2 times Prime Minister Narendra Modi has failed to fulfill the assurances given by himself in the 2014 Lok Sabha election. He declared that CPI will not take part in the by-election. L. Sotin Kumar said that it is high time for the people to stand against the government which only focuses on power retention. Co-opted member of MPCC cum advisor of Lamlai Kendra Development Committee, Achoibam Deben, has appeals to the government and the relevant authorities to provide a monthly old-age pension without fail to each and every senior citizens and widows above the age of 60. Speaking on the sidelines of distributing welfare payment to senior citizens and widows of Lamlai, Chalo, Napetpalli, Pungdongbam and Uyung Makong from his own money today, Deben also appeals to everyone to treat their parents and elders with love and care. He distributed the pension amount in the name of his late mother, Achoibam Ongbi Ibemhal, to 350 beneficiaries. Members of the JSC formed against the killing of writer Safeguard Company agency staff Arambam Ranjan today resumed their protest, demanding the government to nab the culprits involved in his killing. It may be recalled that writer company agency staff Arambam Ranjan alias Kuku was shot dead by unknown armed robbers near SBI Bank in Churachandpur on September 4. Women folk from various localities staged protest meet at New Bazaar in Churachandpur from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today, demanding justice for late Arambam Ranjan. Protesters displayed various placards that read, "We want justice, no rest," etc. JSC members and locals have decided to hold protest meet at New Bazaar tomorrow. They have demanded the police to speed up their investigation and book the culprits at the earliest. It may be mentioned that the JSC launched the agitation demanding justice for late Ranjan at various locations in the district on Saturday. It has resolved to continue their protests along with civil societies and philanthropic organizations of Churachandpur district until the government comes up with a concrete solutions and justice is delivered. The JSC on Saturday also announced a cash reward of 1 lakh rupees to anyone who could provide information leading to the arrest of the culprits. State government had also earlier declared a reward of 1 lakh rupees to anyone leading to the culprits. Informers may call JSC's mobile number 873-095-5304 or 961-264-9456 to give tip-off about the culprits. It is almost 14 days since Ranjan was killed, but only few suspects have been arrested so far. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Community Network for Empowerment demanding a special drug policy for Manipur. Keep watching Impact News.
American Oncology Institute na Babina Specialty Hospital ga Kutsam Narga South Asia gi khwaidagi anoba laying amasung faraba cancer care North East da tha asigi tang taramari da hangduk charagani. American Oncology Institute Babina Specialty Hospital Sajiwa Jail Road Habaisoy Imphal. American Oncology Institute na Babina Specialty Hospital ga Kutsam Narga South Asia gi khwaidagi anoba laying amasung faraba cancer care North East da tha asigi tang taramari da hangduk charagani. American Oncology Institute Babina Specialty Hospital, Sajiwa Jail Road, Habaisoy, Imphal.
Banthoibi Group presents Banthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAYCLS's Housing for All by 2022 mission. Banthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Banthoibi Nidhi Limited provides home loans against fixed deposit and properties. Banthoibi Construction, booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Banthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies, Uripoktoramba.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. President of Community Network for Empowerment, CON, R.K. Nalini Kanta, has appealed to the government to form an exclusive drug policy for the welfare of drug users amid the pandemic. He was speaking at the launch of 3-month free drug treatment for street-based drug users of Churachandpur district at Overcomers Rehabilitation Center in Lamphel today. The program was supported by Coalition Plus.
Mamang the single program single the drug user community in Palda test. Tawa singi sinaw morbungi Churachandpur Sudum Yogi, Ate Atopo organization as Suguma Makalgi, KMC Tonga, not only one, Ate Atopo organization, Amana September 18, the Kiamama, Hangoma Siam, Sagre, Akoi, one as 6 days that Churachandpur district, community brothers in the focus, Tauraga. During the COVID time, मोगी मोबिलिटी फरक ताबा मतमदा मोगी दमोक्रेट सेंटर अमा पीरगा ड्रग ट्रीटमेंट तौबा याननबगी opportunity अमा पिहोबो फै हाइना खनबदगिसी हौखिबने.
Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radhesham today said that India's strength is in its unity in diversity. Hindi, which is one of the official languages of the country, is like the thread in the garland binding varieties of flowers, and Hindi language has been able to bring closeness and togetherness among the vast Indian population, where many languages and dialects are spoken. He added that though every region and people in India have their own language or dialect, Hindi is usually the preferred choice of language as the medium of communication. Whenever one travels outside the state, the common language for communication is Hindi. The minister was speaking as chief guest at the national webinar on Rashtriya Ekamata or Hindi on the occasion of Hindi Divas organized by the Department of Hindi, Manipur University in collaboration with Shiksha Sanskriti Udyan Near's Northeast region from his office chamber at New Secretariat today. Minister Radhesham said that globally Hindi is spoken by more than 600 million people. He stressed on the need to acknowledge the importance and value of the language to popularize it. Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Jarnail Singh, and many professors, research scholars and students took part in the event.
भारत जो है बहुत बड़ा देश है, बहुत महान देश है. हम बोलते हैं कि हमारा जो स्ट्रेंथ है, हमारा ताकत जो है वो है यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी. तो हमारा हिंदी भाषा राष्ट्रभाषा जो है ये कभी नहीं टूटेगा. ये बहुत बड़ा, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट धागा है. ये धागा हम सबको जोड़ के रखते हैं.
Agriculture Department, Churachandpur District organized one-day farmers training under NSFM RISE ST 2020-2021 at Swangdo Community Hall under Swangdo Subdivision today. 100 farmers from different villages took part in the program. District Agriculture Officer M. Ginzan Lian and other staff were present. Lalpu, Elizabeth and Rautlian were the resource persons. They stressed on prevention of pest attacks, advantages of multiple cropping, and on scientific ways of cultivation at the program. Secretary of Nongchup Imphal Lomi Sinmi Chaukat Thaurang Loop Imphal West has encouraged farmers to strive for abundant agricultural produce despite the plights amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Press release from the Secretary also appeals to the government to initiate welfare activities for the farmers. A combined team of 25 Assam Rifles, 33 Assam Rifles and Churachandpur Police has arrested one local arms manufacturer identified as 24-year-old Mang Swanlang, son of late Hau Ten Lal from Dorcas Bank in Churachandpur district. Many arms were seized from the miscreant, including one 12-bore double-barrel rifle, two 12-bore single-barrel rifle, one under fabrication 12-bore single-barrel without butt, one under fabrication 12-bore barrel without mechanism, two under fabrication airgun, and many more. The miscreant along with the seized items have been handed over to Churachandpur Police for necessary action. Honda's new car Jazz was launched at Sangai Honda showroom Ghari today. Branch manager of Bank of Baroda Rims branch, Cleopatra Ngangom, Sangai Honda CEO Oinam Vishal and others were present on the occasion. The newly launched Honda Jazz is available in 5 colors and comes in 3 categories, namely V, VX and ZX. Showroom price of the vehicle ranges from 7,77,000 rupees to 10,50,000 rupees. Members of History Society Kakching, Kakching Itay Committee, Kakching Kubam Semgatpa Committee and Kakching Kunman and local farmers observed 3rd Ipa Ipu Singgi Numit today. The memorial ceremony in homage to late ancestors was held at Kakching, Kerajing Sekmai River and Laushi Chingakakpam. Speaking on the sidelines, President of Kakching Itay Committee Yengkhom Achou said that the event was held to pay tributes to late ancestors of Kakching. President of International Peace and Social Advancement IPSA Joy Chandra Kontaujam urged the authorities concerned to initiate measures to ensure availability of basic necessities required for running COVID care centers in the state. He was speaking on the sidelines of the 22nd Foundation Day celebration of IPSA today. Joy Chandra appeals to the state government to look into the matter at the earliest. A feast was also prepared for the health workers and inmates of the COVID care centers at Jennings, RIMS and UNACO on the occasion.
Aikoi lamdom sida laibiraba aikoi gi lenga thabukta paibiriba aikoi mantri mandron amadi chief minister na wakal thadabiraga aikoi gi asigumba UNACO amadi aikoi gi COVID center care center leiba jaga jaga singche Masida, I could Pasha Nungsa, Marki Sangadaba, Pasha, Hybidi, daily maintenance, the Sanga the Wissing share, Arrival Monga, TV Nanava, Nasika Langata, Shagis, Hatiga, full Togeri.
Ziribam IPSA also organized the Foundation Day celebration today. The event was held at IPSA office in Ziribam's Babupara. Journalists of Ziribam district were felicitated at the event held by adhering to COVID-19 SOPs. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Imphal, held its 49th Foundation Day today. RIMS Director Professor A. Shanta highlighted the achievements of the institute and said that the authority are now focusing more on education and patient care service. Professor Brojan Singh Akoijam renamed 2 hostels, one each for men and women, inspired from flowers of hills of Manipur. A committee led by Padma Shri awardee Aribam Sham Sharma recommended the names. Dean School of Medical Sciences, Manipur University, Professor K.H. Sulochana, RIMS Hospital Medical Superintendent Professor C.H. Arun Kumar, Principals of Dental and College of Nursing, Heads of Departments of Faculty Members, Nursing Superintendent, nursing officials, institute key officials, staffs and students attended the event. Now the sports news. International Hockey Federation has announced that India will host the 12th Junior Men's Hockey World Cup 2021. However, the exact venues and dates are yet to be confirmed. It may be recalled that in 2016 Hockey World Cup hosted by India, India defeated Belgium 2-1 and bagged the championship title. Altogether, 16 teams including 6 teams from Europe, 4 teams from Asia, 3 teams each from Africa, Oceania and Pan America will compete in the upcoming Cup next year, while South Africa will host the 9th Junior Women's Hockey World Cup 2021. Argentina bagged the championship title and Netherlands was the runner-up in the 2016 World Cup. Altogether, 16 teams including 6 teams from Europe, 3 teams each from Asia and Pan America, 2 teams each from Africa and Oceania will compete in the 9th Junior Women's Hockey World Cup 2021. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. 25 members of parliament test positive for COVID-19 in mandatory tests carried out ahead of monsoon session of parliament that began today. India's confirmed COVID-19 cases crossed 48 lakhs with 92,068 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recoveries crossed 37 lakhs. Manipur reports 96 fresh COVID-19 confirmed cases. Recoveries surpass new cases. Chief Minister N. Biren launches Seva Saptah campaign to mark Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 70th birthday. And Chairman of Babina Group of Companies, Dr. Thangjam Dabli, inaugurates Manipur's first private cancer hospital, Babina Specialty Hospital at Sajigwa. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.